Look at those deep, deep grooves. Oh yeah.
Master Qui-Gon. Master.
Be mindful of the living force, young Padawan.
Master Qui-Gon, more to say, have you?
Take Anakin as my Padawan learner. Always remember, your focus determines your reality.
Master Qui-Gon.
Took you long enough.
Beginning to think you'd never come.
He's always here, Obi-Wan.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Collector's Outpost. I am John. We are looking at a lightsaber that I have been waiting for an accurate version since the first one I reviewed. If you remember this one, this version doesn't have any of the grooves. It doesn't have the silver ring around the top, and it didn't have the red button. On the shelf, after a little while, I'm like, you know, it's just not accurate to the film. And we finally have an accurate version of this Qui-Gon Jinn lightsaber. Now, I want to give a big thank you to Vaders Sabers for sending this over immediately upon release. Now, it's a little bit of a funny story because maybe 2 weeks ago, I had text Russell from Vaders Sabers, who's an awesome guy. I absolutely love the company. We've actually become really good friends over the past year of working together. And I send him a text in the morning and saying something like, I'm surprised that nobody has updated the last Qui-Gon Jinn lightsaber, especially since Tales of the Jedi came out. You know, we had the new Count Dooku lightsaber that came out. I was like, there's no update to Qui-Gon Jinn. And he's like, funny story, one just dropped today. And he immediately sent it over to me to be one of the first people to review it. But before we move on, if you are new here, welcome. Please drop down, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification button for upcoming videos. I review tons of lightsabers, Star Wars stuff. I've got 6-scale figures over here behind me that I review when they come in. Not as much as lightsabers. Lightsabers are here all the time. And if you are a returning viewer, welcome back. Let's get into this Qui-Gon Jinn. I'm a poet and didn't know it. Let's get ahead. So here we go. Here is the Qui-Gon Jinn lightsaber. Now this here is the GHV3, the Golden Harvest. Now he only has a handful of Golden Harvest left. The manufacturer is not carrying Golden Harvest anymore, which is very unfortunate because it is my favorite board. But I believe you can get this in Golden Harvest for a limited time. You can get this in an SN V4, which is an SN Pixel, and you can get this in a PROFFIE. Now, I don't think that these come with a Qui-Gon Jinn lightsaber font on it, but I'm going to show you a couple places you can get one, and I'm going to show you how to install it on the Golden Harvest and the SN V4 because it is super, super easy, and the fonts that I'm going to show you are amazing. So, also in the box we have a green hex wrench, full directions, the manual, if you will, for the Golden Harvest, which is awesome in case you haven't used a Golden Harvest before. Again, if you're going to get a Golden Harvest, order this quick because he does have only a limited number of Golden Harvest boards, and after that you will be limited to the SNV4 and the PROFFIE board. So don't say I didn't warn you. Then we also have a blade plug, a very nice high-end collector stand. You'll see that we have a little plaque that says Qui-Gon Jinn. Absolutely love it. And then we also have a USB charging cable, another Allen wrench here, and a couple of extra retention screws in case you're like me and you lose them left and right. And then of course we have the Neopixel blade. Everybody's always asking me which size blade I go with. Personally, I go with something just a little bit shorter. I am 5'10", and I do tend to go with 32-inch blades. They just feel better. I also smash a lot of my studio here. I've broken fans I've broken lights left and right. This fan doesn't even work anymore. So I find that the shorter the blade for these reviews, the more my house holds up. So, all right, let's take a quick deep dive into the amazing brand new Qui-Gon Jinn lightsaber here. So you can see, actually you can't really see that good over there, but you can see over here, let me actually put the blade right behind it so that it's white. You can see how deep these grooves really are. And that's one of the signature looks of Qui-Gon Jinn's lightsaber. And that is absolutely fantastic that they were able to recreate that. Then, of course, we have the red button and we have the silver ring up top here. Now, you might be saying, because of all of these grooves, where the heck is the soundboard? Where is the chassis? Aha! Man, were they thinking for this one. Check this out. The chassis is right under here. You're gonna take off the top half here, right? And it's just a little itty bitty one. You know, it's fully removable. What a great design here. So inside we have the typical 18650 battery. We have the USB-C charging port right there, and we have the SD card right on the back, which I'm going to show you how to load a couple of sound fonts for Qui-Gon Jinn onto this. It is super easy, and basically the process for this Golden Harvest and the SNV4, the SN Pixel, is basically the exact same thing. It's drag and drop and put a number on the folder. So super awesome, and I'm going to show you where to get those. So let's start by installing those sound fonts. Let's pop out the battery, and then we're going to take the SD card out. So we always want to take the battery out first for whatever reason. I'm always told by the manufacturers, by everybody, take the battery out first. So we're going to do that. All right, battery's out, and we can take the SD card out. You're going to need a computer and one of these little fancy SD card readers. It's really not fancy. You can probably get 1,000 of these on Amazon. So right out of the Saber, we're going to pop it right in an SD card reader and throw it right in the computer. So we're going to start with the GHV3. Over here on the right is the SD card for the Golden Harvest, and over here on the left are just my folders with all the fonts that I have here. We're actually going to start with the Kyberphonic Tales of a Jedi. Now, I'm just going to give you a warning and a disclaimer. Back up the SD card from the Saber to your desktop. Just in case something goes wrong, you could just kind of reformat the card and just pop the backup right back on it. You know, you always want to back your card up. Okay, that being said, it's going to be so simple. Now you see here on the Golden Harvest, and it's basically the same thing for the SN Pixel, which I'll show you in a second. The folders here, you're going to go right into sound fonts, and you're going to see sound 1, sound 2, sound 3, sound 4, sound 5, blah, 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 right? We're going to basically drag and drop and just relabel. So let's go over here to the Kyberphonic Tales bundle. We're going to grab Qui-Gon, grab the CFX and GHV3, drag it over. Okay, now we're going to name it the next folder, which is going to be sound 17 space dash space, and then just name it Qui-Gon. So you're just going to follow the labeling order that's here. Your sound font is installed. So let's grab my next favorite one, which is from BK Saber Sounds. Let's grab this over here, and we're going to do the same thing. GHV3, grab the folder, drag it, drop it, it loads, grab it, name it, sound 18 space dash space Qui-Gon. Boom, just loaded 2 sound fonts on here. We're done. Take the card out. All right, so that was the GHV3. I'm going to show you the SN4 version. All right, again, back up your card. All right, so this is the SNV4, and you'll see that it's a very similar naming file. Except this is just numbers. And then we're going to do the exact same thing. Now you'll notice that the files are virtually named the same, but instead of sound, they're just numbers. So the next number here would be 32. All right, so let's grab, same thing, Kyberphonics, Tales bundle. Let's grab CFX GHV3, drop it over. Boom, label it, 32. And we are done. Let's grab the BK Saber. There we go. BK Saber Sounds, GHV3, bam. Label it 33, boom. So bam, we just installed 2 sound fonts on the GHV3 and the SN4 in what, like 60 seconds each? Unbelievably easy. Okay, let's bounce back to Qui-Gon Jinn. We're gonna put the SD card back in. I'm gonna pop the battery in. Now you always wanna make sure that the plus and the minus are facing the right way. So the plus should always be facing your pins towards your blade. All right, so where are we here? We have plus here, minus there. Now this couldn't get any easier. The chassis here, you can see kind of just has like a step on it. So you just insert it, SD card facing you, top of the saber back on, and we are ready to go. So I will put direct links to those sound fonts down below. I think the Tails bundle from Kyberphonic is like 10 or 20 bucks for like 5 of those fonts. They did the whole thing. And then I think BK Saber Sounds, I believe, is like 10 bucks. But I'll have those links for you down below. Now, let me pop the blade in so we can hear these fonts on this amazing lightsaber. And while I'm doing this, let's pull up the website for Vaders Sabers so we can check out what they have here. All right, here we go. Now, this is awesome. The Living Force. Qui-Gon refers to the Living Force a bunch of times in that movie. So it's awesome that he named this the Living Force. I don't want to brag, but I had a little something to do with the Living Force naming of this lightsaber. I didn't like the original name of the lightsaber that was given to it, so I was like, yeah, I don't know. Let me think a little bit. I sent over a couple ideas. Qui-Gon refers to the Living Force a bunch of times in a movie, and Russell over there said, oh, Living Force. And bam, there it is. All right, you can get the Neopixel for $469. Then you can get the Golden Harvest, which is my favorite board, which is the one we have here, is $529, or you can get the amazing PROFFIE for also looks like $529, so that's pretty awesome. All right, I'm excited, so let's get going on this, but I'm not gonna give you a full walkthrough on the Golden Harvest. However, I do have a full walkthrough video that I'm gonna tag at the end of this video, and I'll put a link up over here somewhere, and I'll also put it down in the description for you. That way, if you do get a Golden Harvest, you can fully work through it because everything is customizable on the hilt. There's a full menu system on here, and you can pretty much alter everything. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna find the Qui-Gon Jinn fonts that we just installed. So we gotta access the sound font menu.
Sound menu.
And it's super easy, you just spin the lightsaber. Oh, there's one.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
There's 2. So let's start here. Oh, that sounds beautiful. Now, it's actually one of the most quiet lightsabers I think I have. Let me just double check the volume on this.
Volume control activated. Volume adjusted.
Oh, beautiful. Listen to that. What a great sound. We have flash on clash. We have blaster blocks. Love it. Now this sounds absolutely fantastic. Now it's not a very loud lightsaber, but it's pretty darn good. I would prefer it if it was just a little bit louder, but it's actually not that bad. So let's swap over to the next Qui-Gon font.
Be wary of
All right.
sense of disturbance in the Force.
Beautiful accent swings. And now with the Golden Harvest, you can do so much on here. One of the things I love is just the volume. You hold it down a little bit and hold it for about 2 seconds.
Volume control activated.
All right. And you can just turn it and adjust the volume. That's just super cool.
Volume adjusted.
Now it has a full menu system to get in there and basically alter everything. Turn on and off settings, different blade. You could adjust the blade length. You could adjust how fast the blade comes out and retracts. Battle modes. There's just so much in here for you to fiddle around. And I go through most of that, if not all of it, at least 95% of it in that other video. But let me just show you what is in here and where it is. So you're gonna hold it down slightly, just like the volume, but you're gonna push and give a twist.
Saber editor. Select mode.
And then you push through the button to flip through the modes.
Color profile.
So color,
Pixel number.
pixel number. So pixels is something I wanna show you really quick. So let's select into that. All right, you'll see a white dot here. So you wanna adjust this to the blade length that you get. If you get a 28-inch blade, it'll probably be like around maybe there. This is a 32-inch blade, so I'm gonna put that right at just a hair nudged past the tip. See that? All right, if you have a Shoto blade, the Shoto blade might be about maybe around there somewhere, you know, for like a Ahsoka. So it's just so easy to adjust it right here just by twisting right on the hilt. So let's set this to the top. Now let me just go one pass just so I know we're there. Bloop. And then some of the other ones. Ignition type.
Retraction type.
Retraction.
Ignition
Speed of the blade to come out.
Retraction speed.
Speed of the blade to go in.
Battle configuration.
Battle configurations. Gesture controls on and off.
Font slot. Save and
So
leave saber.
everything is just right there in your hand. You don't need an app. An app would be cool, but you don't need an app because literally everything is right there. And honestly, it's just a shame that the manufacturer is kind of ditching this board for the SN4. I know it's more of their board, I guess. So they're really pushing that one, but I'm sad. All right, my friends, that is the brand new Qui-Gon Jinn lightsaber from my good friends over at Vaders Sabers. I'll put a direct link and a discount code for you down in the description. Drop down in the comments and let me know what you think of the brand new Qui-Gon Jinn lightsaber. I absolutely love this thing. And while you're down there, don't be scared. Hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification button for upcoming videos. I have a ton of lightsabers coming up. I have 5 of them just came in this week alone. So stay tuned for those. We're having an awesome summer here at the Collector's Outpost. We are at almost 10,000 subscribers, and that is completely awesome because at 10,000 subscribers, we are doing a lightsaber giveaway with Vaders Sabers. We're giving away a Cal Kestis PROFFIE lightsaber from Jedi Survivor. Thank you all again for hanging out, and I will see you all on the next video. Be safe and kind out there in the world. See ya.